when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
From the 21, it's second and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tate. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. First carry for James Conner. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Being chased out left. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up, powering his way forward. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
Alert.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. this one away, and off it goes. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
That catch good for only a couple. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet, what am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Murray a give. This is Connor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Play fake. Murray sliding out of the pocket. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium, watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Flushed out right. Murray has the first down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Murray off play action. Steps away to his left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Running left, here's Edmonds. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. $13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Second and 10. To throw is Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first and 10 is counter. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Working with a second and 3. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll run here with Connor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Again, it'll be counter. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Now Murray rolling to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Carson, and he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returning it is Moore. 35 yards that time on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On play action, it's Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
More now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, it didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now left side on the swing pass. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. This is Carson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Wilson. Just get rid of it. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's more on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And they're in the second quarter now in Las Vegas, and it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. We'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Flush to his right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now a handoff coming left, Connor. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Murray now to throw. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. More now on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, You know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They fake the handoff, now Murray. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Prater's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely needed to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. The 30, the 20. 10, 5, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field, but to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Set to return it, here's Moore. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Steps away. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Murray going to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. Murray now on 1st down. To Connor on the check down. Sheds off the tackle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Murray now. Touchdown! Jordan Akins, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cards are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Moore now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, Andy Isabella. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Out to his left. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third
The Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They run again with Carson. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Rolling to his right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Here's Murray from midfield. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 2nd and very short, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So they touched him before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?